One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. He'll manage only a couple. Chris Jones, the all-pro, they're on the tackle. Another run here with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, L.A.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
On first down, comes back to Hampton. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Pistol here for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defensive body was man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
Careful. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And that's his first grab of this divisional round matchup. And it's good for the first down as well.
Run! Set. 180. Run! 5-9, 5-9. Run!
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Moving left. Under pressure, now he's going to go down. Back at the 8-yard line. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit is likely to come on here on fourth and goal. So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit, and you come away with an early lead.
And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball.
Third down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, at your old position, you're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 22 yards there. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. The give, and here comes Hampton. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. That is a big play for LA. It's a gain of 34. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Hampton. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down fast at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, like what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a
good blocking, and he's in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Play action here. Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They go play action with Mahomes. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
His 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 13 yards on the catch there. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup. Good protection up front. And they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough. And they give up a big touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Run! Lion lock.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. To throw is Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack. Now, if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ray.
Now Herbert. Open man, right side. He's got it. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big time pull.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Los Angeles.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and 5.
Set. Back 80. Block.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, easy. We're going. Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pass is caught. It's Keandre Lambert-Smith. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
Set.
Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 37-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
To kick off for the Chargers.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Mahomes. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Hey, easy. We go orange. Set. Ready.
On play action. Now Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Set.
Play action now. It's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds at Key's 13. To make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Motion man is Johnston. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return. He took some good yardage before he was taken down. First down throw, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From the 41. Here's second down and 2. To throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Second and 6.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Run.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. And the Chargers have the first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
Go. Set. Lion. Set.
Pistol here for Herbert. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds on the pass play. But that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Set.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Herbert. Look wide. Get this run complete. From the 31. Here is second down and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
At the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down.
21. Go.
On the ground, Hampton will start the fourth. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Fight! 15. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
Yellow.
line.
Yellow. Right side.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Yellow. Arsenal, 80. 15.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw.
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set. Ready.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Cut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll run. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
5-9.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. To the ground, a 1st down run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
offense staying out there for this fourth down. Now Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert rolling to the left. And he did a pretty good job trying to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here comes 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. To the middle of the field. He's got Johnston. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick to the ground. He's to the 10. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference. And we're going to see in the second half, now can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Easy. Yellow.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, and the pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they will finally run him down. So there is one big play followed by the timeout. We're under 10 seconds to go. And now, how do you play this offensively?
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's first down.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Hero 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
One last shot now for Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So it's